Hey guys, Shane Simmons here, and today's little adventure takes me to Mendota Fire Tower. The GPS says it's in Lebanon, but the name would indicate that it is in Mendota, so I'm not sure exactly where, but it's out in the boonies. I had about a 3 mile drive up a gravel road, and I feel like Elvis Presley right now. I'm all shook up after that. It was rattled my car all over the place. Now, my car, and it's also a really tight squeeze up through here too, so it can be rough. Now my car, I bought my car for sex appeal. It's a Toyota Corolla, but if you have one for utility, it might be a little bit better to deal with any kind of bad weather. Fortunately, it's very dry today and perfect day to be out here. But we're going to walk up here and see what we can see from at the top. I know the tower itself is out of commission and you can't actually scale it. I'm not saying I would anyway. I'm not that gutsy about heights probably, but I do have three goals, and one's to see the tower. Two is to not get any injuries, and third would probably be world peace if I can create that somehow. And so I'll get on the road and get up here. But these fire towers, it's also known as the hawk capital of the world. Great place to see some hawks and birds of all types, from what I'm told. So let's get on the trail. Alrighty, so here's the way up, it looks like. So let's check her out. See what we can see. Here it's quite steep, and it's about a mile round trip, half mile up, half mile back, so not so difficult so far. We shall see. Not sure if it's going to show up on video or not, but this is pretty dadgum steep. So let's head on up. This is a little tricky. Fortunately, it's a beautiful day. It's dry, so I shouldn't have any problem. Other than my poor stamina, which is always a problem. Already a good looking view, a little sneak preview. I catch my breath so I don't sound like Darth Vader smoking a pack of Marlboros. Here's our first obstacle in the form of a tree. Not too big of a problem. Onward and upward, as they say. I think I'm getting close to probably maybe a third of the way there. Not too bad. This rock's pretty manageable. Pretty treacherous and stuff. And the views just keep getting better and better, as you can see. Looking over, I do believe that is probably Moccasin Valley. And definitely getting close when you see the graffiti. Getting a trademark on these someday. Haven't seen any hawks yet, but beautiful views nonetheless. Well, lo and behold, what do I see here? About to grab ourselves a view. And this is the first time I've ever been here, so it's new to me too. Again, this fire tower is located atop
Clinch Mountain and get good views of Moccasin Valley. And you can see into Washington County. You can even see Big A Mountain in Russell County. Amazing how far you can see in each direction. Fantastic. These steps lead to the old building, which is not accessible, and I just saw my own shadow, which means hopefully 6 more weeks of no snakes. But the building is not accessible to anything but graffiti at this point.
Well, it says Sarah and Ben halfway up. I certainly hope they made it. If those two crazy kids can't make it in this world, what chance does any of us have? Anyone that shimmies up a fire tower and paints your name deserves it. When you hate to break up and have to go back up there and cover that back up or change names. Yeah, I'm sure this old gate does the trick to keep people out. And that extra step missing.
Alrighty, we'll take one final look at the Mendota Fire Tower, and then I'll head back over the hill very shortly. I will see you guys at the bottom, hopefully.
I do want to cut out a couple of things about this. If you follow the GPS, like I did, it left me about 300 yards short of the actual place where you park. You'll know you're in the right spot when you see all the trash laying here, unfortunately. That's the best indication I can come up with for you. And also know that it's about, at least the way I came, it's about 3 miles up a gravel road. So I got shook like a leaf on a tree. My teeth are still rattling from it. So be prepared when you come. It will shake you around. And don't do what I did too. I almost went up the side of the hill here instead of across the road, which is where you actually go. So we'll take a look around. And that, my friends, is the Mendota Fire Tower. Okay, so the Mendota Fire Tower, that trail is rougher than you would think. Let me put it that way. It's only a half mile, so it doesn't take that long. It took me about 40 minutes round trip, probably, when I was even sitting down and taking pictures and all that stuff. But the climb up there, it is steep as a horse's face, and it's slick in spots it could be. You don't want to go up here with any dampness, I wouldn't think. Plus, you know, there's some rocks that you got to get across and all that stuff. So I'd be a little leery of taking children if that's something you're considering. You just think twice and make sure that someone is there well equipped to help them scale those few obstacles on the way. It's well worth the climb. I definitely recommend it, but it is definitely a climb. And coming back down is no joke either, because you might slip and roll off of that hill if you're not really careful. But all in all, very well worth it, and very easy to get up as far as time-wise and that type of thing. You don't have to make a big time commitment. You might want to take some water with you or wear some pretty good shoes. unlike my trusty red Asics, I don't know why I don't invest in some actually decent hiking shoes. Maybe that'll be next on my agenda, but that will wrap this one up. And thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing, sponsoring us, doing all kinds of things to help support this channel. And like I promised that I would do after I mentioned Dandy Don Meredith yesterday in my history video, that is a wrap on this video. So turn out the lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. See you next time.